Cryptilians and crypto crackheads, this is a different type of video. I will not even say hi to new viewers, but if you are a new viewer, go to the video I made earlier today. That would be, or actually, I guess it wasn't today, since it's 2 a.m. where I am, but go to my previous video. This is more of like a video that's more specific to people who have been tuning in for a while, but feel free to watch it because it'll be short and you can watch it on ×2 speed. And yeah, so I would suggest watching my previous video because my videos help you be confident when you're clicking around with your money, essentially. And it's geared towards retail investors who haven't been professional traders for a year or 2 or 3 or 4. It's geared towards people who are looking to profit during this crazy bull market. That'll be short-lived, you know, like December. So go to my previous video after this one and feel free to watch it on ×2 speed. Anyway, folks, so this video is more about, you know, controlling your own psychology, right? Because that is the hardest thing about trading, is managing yourself. It really is. Drawing these horizontal lines and making, you know, a good system for yourself trading, that is the easy part. The medium hard part is battling the exchanges as one of the, I have my headphones on. Battling the exchanges as one of your opponents, in addition to all the other traders, you know, trying to take your money as you're trying to take theirs, essentially, right? So it's a three-way battle. And so that would be like the second hardest thing, or in the middle. The exchanges added in there, battling against you, trying to take your money, like perfectly taking your stops, you know, because they can see it in the order book. I mean, it's pretty tough. But even tougher than that is managing your own self. So I want to share this video, you know, kind of go down for the record to see if, in hindsight, if Bitcoin breaks above this line and closes a 4-hour daily candle and takes off to, you know, 70,000, which it could do before it corrects down to 45,000 easily, but or if it breaks down. So what is going through my head right now, and I don't know if I'm over controlling myself to the point of missing out. Should I be in the game for trying to short with high leverage, which I'm not. So I don't short with high leverage in a bull market. It doesn't make a lot of sense to do that when small alts are like, I don't know. I mean, it's the way to go. You can't get liquidated. With safe entries, the amount of risk is so minuscule versus the gains. It doesn't make sense to be trying to tie up your money in highly leveraged shorts. However, I am practicing for the bear market, because I make probably, I don't know, I would say between right around a third of my money with leverage shorts. Because I typically get out of longs really fast, kind of like I will try to get out of this short fairly quickly if I were to hit it, which hopefully I do. But anyway, so I want to put this down in the record book to try to, you know, reflect back on this, what I was thinking versus what actually happens within the next, I don't know, it's probably going to happen. I really doubt this weekly candle is going to close between these two lines, and maybe it will. And I guess, you know, we would have to wait 2 weeks for me to reflect back on this video to like learn together, right? Was I over managing myself and being a little pansy, you know, and I should have entered a position, or was I appropriately managing myself, even though I want to be bearish? So am I appropriately managing myself, because in hindsight it did go up, right? So what's going through my head right now is I think that I spotted something that puts it way higher than house odds that Bitcoin will not only be correcting down like significantly under 50,000, but that it should do it actually before it goes up. As in, it will not set all-time highs. Now, that doesn't say that we couldn't get a fake out to all-time highs, so people start putting on leverage longs and then it crashes. I think that is, you know, in the situation that that Bitcoin does correct right after a fake out, or it just corrects before it breaks all-time highs. I mean, so in the event that Bitcoin does come down here before it makes all-time highs, I think among all those scenarios within that specific parameter, I don't know, that's a double-digit percentage chance that happens. It would be like a double top. It's not very common in Bitcoin, so I don't think it's huge percentage, but with this end of week attack and beginning of month attack together, I think it could. It's the right ingredients to do that, if that's what's going on. But I think I found something that puts, for practicing a short with an okay amount of money, like actually not very much. It's probably, actually I know exactly what percentage. So, because my portfolio has recently hit a pretty round number. So it's only 0.5%. Yeah, I think I'm playing with 0.5% of my portfolio, but still, I mean, I could come out with this with like $5,000 if I hit it, or maybe 6 or 7. But anyway, so what I think I found that makes me very confident, and I could be wrong in my confidence, right? Is that the 2-day chart is showing me something, and I posted this on Patreon already, and I guess Twitter too, because no one here is going to move Bitcoin. So with small cap stuff, I guess several thousands of dollars can even pump me, bro. So I try not to release that stuff to Twitter first. But anyway, so on the 2-day chart here, we have 3 strikes of bearish divergence. So the RSI is at the highest point here. Price makes a new high. Price makes a second new high, and RSI makes a lower high. Price makes another new high, and RSI makes another lower high. That's 3 strikes. That's pretty severe. And I've already been going over this on other time frames. That's not exactly what I'm saying. However, we have been rejected from the moving average on the RSI. And it looks like we're about ready to get rejected again. I have not found a single instance in the history of Bitcoin since I think 2012 that this goes back to, that price has, or that RSI has busted through this without first having gone to touch either the white line or the red line first, which means we're going to get a severe correction, 30+% when the 2-day does that often. Not always, because if it's coming down from a lower point, it doesn't have to correct that far, right? But if it's coming up from way up high, relatively, it's going to be a bigger move down. But anyway, so there's not a single instance where a rejection has happened, full rejection, confirmed rejection, and it busts through without coming all the way down here first. Not one that I can find. And so if we want to play with this, here you got rejected, touch the line. Here you got rejected after it ticked down, touch the white line, kind of like a double touch. I guess it didn't technically touch it, but it's a double touch essentially. And then here you got rejected, went way below. Here you got rejected, went way below. And you want to see what price looks like around that? So it was in a sideways trend for a long time. But still, that's a big percentage, right? And ultimately it went up going like this. I think that was like a 70% correction in the end, even though it took a hell of a long time to get there. Like this was like 6 months. This is a long time. Yeah, this is what is that, 8 months or something? That was a long time. 180 days. Oh, yeah, so 7-ish, 8 months. 65% correction over almost an entire year. But that's what the kind of stuff that happens when you're crawling out of a bear market. So stuff is just slow and boring. And that's a great time to be accumulating altcoins, by the way. If you want to stick around after this bull run's over, maybe take a year off of looking at charts or trying to make money during these it gets very volatile. You can make a lot of money, but you can't have the mentality that things are up forever, because you just need to think things are down for 2.5 years and then you'll make a lot of money. Anyway, so yeah, so I can't find a single time. I've been looking and looking. So you got a rejection here, first rejection here, touched, rejection, touched. This, it didn't get rejected. It busted right through on the first try, right? Totally different. Rejected, touched. Never got rejected. It busted through all those times. Each of those times, it did come back up above it. It broke through. See it piercing through? So this one was kind of a stutter step as it was crawling, trying to get approached. So this was the all-time high from 2013, and this is where it broke all-time high during 2017 at the very beginning of the bull market. Yeah, I just can't find anything, folks. So when a trend is 100% accuracy, I mean, I think it's kind of silly to bet against it. I mean, yeah, rejection touched, rejection touched, rejection. Yeah, so I've already done those. Rejection touched, but this isn't coming from MAPI, so I guess I shouldn't count that one. But it still got rejected and touched. And then rejected. So price was still up here, right? And then the rejection was this part in price, and then it went down like crazy. I mean, see, now we're at the end. And so you can see here, when it came down below the moving average, did it get rejected? No, it busted right through. There's not a single time. It has 100% hit rate. I don't think it would be wise to bet against that. I don't know. So what do you think? So in summary, what I think I could be doing, even though that looks like a pretty clear trend that has perfect track record, however, you know, I don't know if I'm tricking myself into thinking this. Like, am I hunting for things that aren't actually there? You know, I mean, sometimes when you want to believe something, you go out and search for, you know, things that confirm what you want to believe. But is this actually for real? You know, that's kind of what's going through my mind right now. Like, did I actually just find a trend that no one in the entire internet has talked about to confirm house odds for a trend reversal? Because trend reversals are like very hard. They're very risky trades, but they're very, very profitable if you can spot them before it really takes off. That doesn't mean shorting the top. No trader who has been a trader for years ever does that. Yes, if you try doing that several times, you're done, and you'll never come back because you'll get green or red dildos up your bunghole, or no, green dildos up your bunghole. Because if you try short and highs, it'll keep going high every time. Trust me. It's kind of the feeling like when you sell, then price goes up again, right? But my channel is all about helping you determine that, so you're confident with taking profits. And exactly at what levels way before price gets there, per my video earlier today. But anyway, you know, I'm the only person on the whole internet talking about this. There's not a single person out there. So, and it has 100% hit rate. So you tell me, am I freaking making crap up right now that isn't actually real? Like, you know, obviously it's in the charts, but is this something like should even be considered? Am I hunting for reasons to confirm my bias? Or did I just stumble across something that is like, you know, in hindsight, in a week from now or 2 weeks from now was badass. No one else spotted it. I essentially, in my mind, confirmed that there are strong house odds, like way over 50% chance we will not make all-time highs before we make, you know, have a decent correction. Not like some scary crash. I'm not talking about a crash. Could be a slow descent. But, you know, somewhere under $50,000. I would say 45 at you know, at best. And I'm thinking it could dip down to like 40 or 39.5. Because that'd only be a 38% correction to 39.5, which that's pretty common. And plus, because we've gone up so high and so fast, correction bigger than 30%. When we do correct, when Bitcoin does correct, it's actually probable that it'll be significantly, in terms of, you know, significantly means like 10%. So 10% of 35 is 3.5. So 35 plus 3.5 is 38.5, which matches what happened in June 2017, 38.5. So, you know, so I'm just putting down this for the record, you know, so we can look in 2 weeks. Was I making crap up, or am I really the first person on the internet to essentially confirm with a strong likelihood? Because you know, can confirm it until it actually happens, right? So it's actually impossible, but you can confirm that you have a fantastic odds, like your odds are awesome of being profitable in your trade. So, so am I making crap up, or was I the first person on the internet to do this? We'll find out. I'm kind of hesitant to upload this, but I'm going to do it for fun, because if I make mistakes and I do, and I'm doing this for you all because it is completely possible that I'm just making crap up, that it shouldn't even be counted towards, house odds, calculating house odds. It's completely possible that I'm missing some type of trading fundamental where, no, you're misunderstanding how to utilize, RSI or something, right? Which is possible. Like maybe I but I don't think so, but we'll find out. So if it does go the other way, we can work together on learning from this experience. And we'll go from there. So that's all I got for you, and see you later. You didn't get timified. I didn't freaking yell at you today. But everybody's sleeping, so I can't yell. So you didn't get timified. Wait till tomorrow to get timified. See you later.